All right, you guys. So, as many of you know, those of you who have subscribed to the channel, you know that I missed my video last week. I want to start out by apologizing for that. I just let life get ahead of me and I wasn't planning things the way that I should have. And so as a result, I missed last week's upload. I am going to do this week's video live, as you can see. And then I'm also going to try to shoot a video during the week this week for next Sunday. So I hope that you guys will forgive me. And I hope that you guys will continue to tune in. Today, I'm going to be doing a really quick video on something that I love to do. Something I love to eat, especially in the spring and in the summer when it's really, really hot outside and you don't want to use your oven too much. You don't want to be cooking and slaving over a hot stove. One thing that I love to make is chicken salad. And so one of the recipes that I actually came up with myself was a sort of a take on a recipe that my mom used to make. She used to make apple Waldorf salad for us as a snack when we were kids. And I loved it so much that I used to make it for myself in my early 20s when I got my first apartment and things like that, just as something to have, on a nice summer day when it's nice and hot outside, to have a nice crisp apple Waldorf salad, it's Waldorf. And so my chicken salad is basically a Waldorf salad with chicken added to it. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with that right now. So earlier today, I prepped my chicken. I did my chicken this time by steaming it. This recipe is great if you have roasted chicken, if you have just leftover baked chicken, something like that. This is awesome for leftovers. But today I did the recipe using some chicken that I actually steamed. I brined this chicken overnight in water with some salt in it, and then also some herbs from my garden. I used some lemon thyme, some oregano, and a little bit of fresh rosemary. And I put that in there. I took the chicken breast, a big chicken breast, and I sliced it through. And then I took that and folded it over and I sliced through the other side. So that way it folded out like a book. I put the herbs on the inside of that and then put that down in the water. And that brined overnight. I let that sit in the refrigerator from yesterday until this morning. And then I took and I put it in my steamer and I seasoned it with a bit of adobo and some pepper and some paprika and a little bit of garlic powder. So I'm going to take that out from here. It should be cool and room temperature. Okay. And so this is what the steamed chicken looks like. I decided to do steamed chicken this time just because I didn't want to have to roast a whole chicken. And also I did wash my hands before I started this live. So don't butcher me in the comments. Thanks. But I decided to steam it because it was just going to be less heat in my house. It's Georgia, and it rained this morning, and now it's probably 85 degrees. So the humidity is probably close to, I would say 70%. It's like super humid. So I'm just gonna grab a knife. And what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna take and chop up the chicken. So. And you want this sort of cubed. You don't want really big pieces of chicken because, you're going to have to bite through this if you put it into a salad or on a sandwich, which is how I normally have it. Okay. And so here is our wonderful cube chicken. We're going to put that into a bowl. And I love these sort of flexible plastic cutting boards. It makes it so easy to chop stuff up and then fold the cutting board and put it right into your mixing bowl. So the next thing that we're gonna get and put in here, I'm just gonna give this chicken a little taste because I wanna make sure that it's the seasoning and the flavor goes all the way through. Oh yeah, that's really good. Brine your chicken. It's awesome. It gives it just a wonderful flavor all the way through the meat. And then you have the additional seasoning on the top. The next thing that we're going to add to this is going to be Waldorf salad calls for apples. So I have some apple that I chopped earlier, and we're going to add that to the bowl. And the apple is going to add a sweetness to it. It's going to also add a crispness to this dish. Let's mix that up. And then we're going to add some celery, which is going to give us a bit of crunch. Now, I diced my celery pretty fine. I don't like big chunks of celery in my chicken salad. So I did dice this pretty fine. And I would say that's probably, that was one whole apple. It was a gala apple. And then that was 3 stalks of celery that I diced finely. Waldorf salad also calls for chopped walnuts. And I'd say this is probably anywhere between probably a cup of chopped walnuts. I chop these by hand. You can, if you have one of those grinders, you can use that as well. And then grapes. And I take my grapes and I cut them in half. And you're going to add that into the bowl. And the grapes, to me, are what really make it special because the grapes are going to add a sweetness to the salad that is, and also a tartness that is going to play off of the celery and play off of the apple. The apple is more of a honey sort of fruity sweetness, whereas the grapes are a bit more tart. You can use green grapes in this recipe, or you can use red grapes. I use red grapes because I find that they're a little bit more tart, and I just like that tartness in the salad. But green grapes will work just fine. And I also use the red grapes because I like the color. And so it's going to give it a really nice pop of color to the salad. So next thing we're going to get we are going to add some mayonnaise. Now, if you like Miracle Whip better, you're more than welcome to do that. I think that for this application, mayonnaise works better because you can control the seasoning of it. To me, Miracle Whip has its own sort of seasoning profile and flavor to it. And mayonnaise is a little more mellow. I also like the mayonnaise is made a lot of times with vinegar, and it has a bit more of a tanginess to it than Miracle Whip to me. So we're going to put a couple of big tablespoons of this Miracle Whip. And then we're going to mix this all together. And you just want to fold this to incorporate it. I am also, let's see. Okay, looks good. So I hope you guys can see this. Oh, this is awesome. So now you have this all mixed together. And we're just going to give it a quick taste and see if we need to add any additional seasoning to it. Get some grape and some chicken. We got some celery and some walnut. It's really, really good. You get the really great the mellowness and the savoriness from the chicken. That brining the chicken just, oh goodness, it just really works wonders, especially if you're going to be steaming it, because a lot of times steamed chicken can be so flavorless. But if you brine it overnight, it really just impacts so much flavor into the food, into your chicken. But this is really, really awesome. The red grapes, that tartness from the grapes is really, really refreshing in this. And then you just get that crunch from your walnuts and that crispness from the celery. You guys should really have this on a sandwich, or you can eat it just as a salad. One thing that I do is just take some salad greens, cut them up, put them on a bed, put this over a bed of lettuce. It's really, really an awesome snack to have if you're, doing a light lunch. If you're looking at cutting calories, I know some of my viewers, some of my coworkers who are viewers are cutting calories. You can always use a light mayonnaise. But this is a great way to, add some more vegetables, add some more fruits into your diet. And then this is great because this can sit in the refrigerator for a couple of days. So if you're doing meal prep, this is a great thing that you can have. Put it in the refrigerator, have it one day with over some lettuce as a salad, and then have it the next day as a sandwich. Or you can do like I do and just eat it standalone, and it's fantastic. So I hope that you guys are really appreciating this video and loving it. Oh, hey Toya. So you guys try this salad. It is really, really great, especially because it's getting so hot out. I am sweating right now. I know you can't tell that, but yeah, it is super humid here in Georgia. So this is a great dish that you can make. It's also great for parties to make this and then have it for your friends if they're coming over. It's something you can throw together really, really quickly as well. So I'm going to sign off here. Again, I want to apologize to all of my faithful viewers who have been watching the videos week by week and, called me out on the fact that I missed last week's video. I really do apologize, and I'm going to be back on my shit. I'm going to be putting my videos out on a regular basis every single Sunday. So I'll see you guys next week. And let's see. My brother is watching and he said, although I'm giving out my mom's recipe, he's glad that I cited the source, the reference. You got to give credit where credit is due. There's a lot of things she did really, really well, and this was definitely one of them. So I'm glad to be able to put my own spin on this and bring it to everybody. So if you like this video, try this chicken salad out. Please share this on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, and bring more people to the channel. I definitely want to continue to bring some really great content as the time goes on. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.